Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. It is the Kevin Jackson Show. We're late in the week, but hey, things are looking good. Happy New Year. It is 2018, year 2 of the torment of the left. Year 2 of the resurgence of conservatism. By the way, teapartycommunity.org. Join. Do your thing. Do your part to build this revolution. MoveOn.org is back. They want to come back with a vengeance. They are mad. They're mad about DACA didn't pass and all these other things. They don't care about the troops. They don't care about your taxes. They care about nothing except their radical agenda. And it has been upended. In case you're wondering, they're mad because Donald Trump is being successful. And you have to understand, in bizarro world, success is failure. They see him as a failure. If you think we're going to change the hearts and minds of these people in a year, you are wrong. It's going to take us more time. We're doing it gradually. Every single day you're making a little bit of progress. But you have to remember, you are dealing with the stupid. I'm talking about people that don't understand. They don't have 2 brain cells to rub together. Martin Luther King said, nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. And you are watching it with the left in amounts unknown to the universe. Einstein made the comment, only 2 things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity. And I'm not so sure about the former. The limit of stupidity does not exist. All you got to do, look at the left. Look at the things they want to enact. Look at the things that they do to themselves. Right now, there's this thing going around with Tide Pods. I wanted to talk about it the other day, and I was like, what are you talking about? People eating Tide Pods. But look, there was the cinnamon challenge. Have you seen that, where people put a thing of cinnamon in their mouths and try to hold it or whatever? And it doesn't matter how many people you tell you can't do it, they still do it. People die from it. People mess up their bodies from stupid things like that. Have you seen the super hot pepper challenge? Ghost pepper. They got peppers that are hotter than the ghost pepper. 1 million, heat units or whatever they call it. To put it in perspective, a jalapeno is probably like, 1,000 heat units. We've gone through this before. A habanero is like 10,000 heat units. I thought a habanero was a hot pepper. I did. I was like, man, that's got to be one of the hottest peppers ever. And I've eaten peppers in Thailand. And in Thailand, ask for mild, okay? Don't ask for even a little spicy. They use crazy peppers over there. The ghost pepper, and there's one, the Carolina Reaper. There's all these peppers are like 1 million lumens. They're thousands of times hotter. I don't know about thousands, but they're exponentially hotter than a habanero. And I was cooking with a habanero once, and I had to use gloves because it was burning my fingertips. I'm not kidding you. And one time I was making a salsa, and I said, I'm going to make it hot. So I used the habanero, and I'm not exaggerating this. I cut off such a small piece of that habanero, it was mind-blowing. And I just stirred it up in the tomato stuff and all that. That pepper was barely edible. And that's a 10,000 heat unit pepper. 1 million unit pepper. People will swallow these things, chew them, and let them go down. It takes hours. I'm talking a whole day before that sensation leaves. You can drink as much milk as you want. That you are going to burn. Your chest cavity must feel like it's going to explode. I would never do it. I'd die. And I like hot food, but I don't like hot food where I can't even taste afterwards. There are people that did a bath salt challenge. Have you seen? You pour salt in your hands and hold ice till it burns. There are people that douse themselves in alcohol and set themselves on fire and things like this. Craziest stuff in the world, all done by leftists, the most stupid people on the planet. They raise their kids to do these nutty things. And the kids are, one of the kids at school said, I should eat one of these 1 million, heat unit peppers. End up in the hospital or in cardiac arrest. They're the ones that, hey, check out this new drug. Hey, sniff this chemical off of a rag. I found this crap under my grandma's sink. That's these clowns. Now Tide Pods. Laundry detergent. Consolidated in this little spongy little pouch. And now it was, and by the way, this was conceived on a satirical note by The Onion. If you know what The Onion is, it's a satirical paper, online publication. I've been reading it for years. I haven't read it in a long time. Craziest stuff, funny, something quite frankly I would have done, tried to do it. I just wasn't as good as those guys. And I wanted to satirize all the news. I thought, why even bother with worrying about the truth of the news? I mean, just twisting it a little bit made it funny. Now, Blake, who you guys know, does unconfirmed breaking news. He competes with The Onion. Blake has a good website. We'll be bringing Blake back on, by the way. But these, crazy stuff. The Onion said they made a joke about this. A child who wanted to eat a red and blue, one of these pods because it has a candy-like appearance. And 2 years later, College Humor shared a video of a man eating an entire bowl of laundry pods, and then he was carted off in an ambulance, and he says, "I don't regret it." And now, according to the American Association of Poison Control Centers, there are more than 12,000 reported exposure to high concentrated laundry pods in 2017. Most reports involve children under 5. Understandable. Down 14% since 2015 when they answered more than 14,000 calls. But many of these reports are people who've done this as a joke. This is the voting population. I'm just telling you, you do not want to swallow one of these concentrated detergent bubbles, man. It'll destroy you. This is crazy. But this is what we deal with. And I only use that as a backdrop, as just a metaphor for what we'll talk about today, which is stupidity. Because the left are silly. They're stupid. They're going to do things that boggle your mind. You're going to be left there scratching your head going, are you serious? A perfect example is Chuck Schumer siding and many other people mad at Chuck Schumer for giving in. They call it the Schumer sellout, giving in to Donald Trump because Donald Trump says we got to fund the government because we got to protect ourselves. And they're like, you shouldn't give in. You should have stuck to your guns on these illegals that live in this country versus our veterans and our taxpayers. Hey, illegals, who's going to foot the bill for you? Just curious. Short break, folks. Listen to Kevin Jackson.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful 4-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanyourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.